doing today, guys? I'm just doing a little bit of cleaning, getting ready for today's episode. Yeah, let's see what we can get into today. All right, so today we're going to be installing an air compressor and air horn into my truck. You know, we have most of the stuff. We found the accessory box. This has all they're very nice list of package contents. This has everything: compressor, tank, horn switch. What we're missing, so the problem with buying something and then, waiting to do it, probably longer than I should have waited to do it, is now I'm looking for stuff. Because why keep it all in the box? That would have been perfect. It would have kept it in the box, and it would have had everything all together, and I wouldn't be searching for everything right now. So, guess what I'm doing right now? I am searching for, so taking inventory on everything. Yeah. Horn connection, airline, solenoid. You got a horn button, and then the ignition stuff, so the horn button works, everything like that. What we're missing is all the line. Found it! Haha! There we go. Exactly right where I left it. Okay, so the instructions say find a nice dry place to mount the compressor. And if you choose to mount it in the engine compartment, you should mount it as forward as possibly can. And it says it has to be a dry place. So my initial thought of putting it under the truck, no. Yeah. There ain't no way a place, something like that, is going to fit here. Where would you even put it? I mean, suppose you could possibly. Gotta move stuff because why don't I? I mean, yeah, you could potentially put it there, but then here's the hose that connects to the tank. As you can see, that's only like 2 feet long. So the tank would have to go within 2 feet of all this. You're right. I'm actually thinking mount the whole package right back here. Because if we could mount maybe the compressor to the bed and then the tank right in front of the wheel well. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to I don't want to mount this thing in the bed. I don't know. I just don't want to mount it in the bed. I hate losing bed space because, maybe I don't really use my bed a lot, but it's always at one time. And then you break something or you stop something or you pop something in there. Oh my God, I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. Whatever. Hey, have you all commented, and subscribed yet? I'm looking at you. I'm looking at all you. Looking at you. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button. Well, everyone says smash that subscribe button. Why don't you just click it? Take your little mouse, just go click, 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 and then you click the mouse button. Let's start by pulling some stuff apart here. Oh, nice. Oh, that's coming out though. That's not a ton of steel. Boy, this is really a pickle. I'm feeling these are just going in the bed. Alrighty. So like I said, we're just going to go ahead and put it in the bed. Oh, look, here's a little piece of that for the mounts. So yeah, we're just going to put it back up in here. And as you can see, I'm going to tuck this in so you can still access that hook. And, you should be able to still slide stuff for the most part. Or I might just put a decked bed back here. Something like that. Or I might just put some kind of a, so it raises it up to here. Might be able to do that. We'll see. So, benefits of installing in the bed. I don't have to lay down and get under a dirty truck. Unfortunately, gonna lose a little bed space, but whatever. We gotta move. There we go. That tire right there. And that's pretty wide open under there, so it should be a pretty straightforward install. Now that's gonna lead into the meme of I'm 8 hours into what should have been a 30-minute install. And yeah, now I'm sitting here contemplating the existence of life. I don't believe that actually worked. I am the smartest man alive. See, when you're trying to get something from underneath the truck, but it's just you, man. Oh, look at that. Ah, crap. See, gotta put our pipe thread on here. This is just a block-out valve. So when I put pipe thread on, I put it in the direction it tightens. So therefore, you probably can't even see that it's all wanky. I put it in the direction that it threads. So therefore, it doesn't try when you're turning it on, then the start isn't coming, and then you just stall packing up. But we don't want that. Of course. You ever hit ratcheting wrenches? Always, always, always the wrong way. Alrighty, so everything else is over on this side. Sorry for my ugly, ugly spare tire, which is so off-sized. I don't know what it's going to do for me if I ever do get a flat. So we're going to move it over to here, just to kind of get it out of the way, the horn part. So yeah, but the air horn's going to be over here, facing forward. We're going to see how loud this is. So as you can see, it's all nice and installed. Again, have it facing forward. I have no idea how loud this is going to be. So now, we'll just have to put all the electrical connections on. We're going to weather dress that. That's an open connection, but it's only for the ground, so I think we're okay. But we're still going to wrap it. And then we got to run the lines. Ladies and gentlemen, we have working onboard air with a train horn. You know, I mean, I just needed an air compressor. The horn came with it. All the boring stuff. We got to put, whoops, the wine on here. I know this is, you know, just what you all wanted to see. So believe me, we'll make this short. Gotta force this freaking thing on there. Compression fittings. Get in there. So there we are with the GoPro again. It just shut off for low battery. It was like 50% battery, and it shut off. So there we go. Okay, so a quick word. Obviously, we're going to clean this up somehow, but this bed is junk. We need a new bed. So I'm just going to use some stealth tappers and some kind of a loomy thing. And we'll get it up and out of the way. I don't think this is a bad install, though. I mean, I've seen worse. So, step one of putting some sort of weatherproofing on this. And I put a bunch of heat treat tubing over it. There we go. We have our, here, hang on. Got my little torch. What a wonderful smell. Yay! Alrighty. You know what I didn't do? Oh, I think this is supposed to be an air gauge. Oops. So, alright, whatever. We'll get that air gauge and we can put it back up there. But right now we need to drill a hole for main power. We're going to figure out that horn too. Alright, so as you can see, right there. Okay, so we're all in. We're mounted. Yeah, as you saw. So, yeah, it was fun, you know, having to crawl up in the bed, back out of the bed, in the bed, back out of the bed, you know, whatever. So, now it's time to wire stuff. Alrighty, as you can see, I drilled my hole, got my wire from the inside of the truck, and set it right up in there. I gotta put some zip ties on it, get some length out of it, whatnot like that. We'll be good. Okay, so we need to measure the horn's right in here, right inside the bed. So is the solenoid. You need one ground that goes from the ground to the button, and then the power goes from the power to the fuse box. Pretty easy. So how we measure that, we want a little extra, obviously. So say, we're gonna say 42 inches. We'll just times that by 2 to 84 inches. So we'll do that. 126 inches. So, again, the wonderful boring parts of all this, we got our ground wire. We had to put the spade connector on there, and then some little self-tapper right into the bed. We don't need that anymore. Here's our 30 amp fuse. It's funny, they say, the 10 amp's not provided. Okay. Here's our 30 amp weatherproof fuse. You go over here for a minute. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, it might have been a bigger one. Nope, it was definitely the correct one. Okay. And we got our 14-foot length of hobo freight wire. Gotta love the hobo freight. Well, we'll see how good this wire stands up. So one of this is going directly to the battery, as per the instructions. And then it's got a little 30 amp fuse inside of there. The other side goes just like that with hang on, our weatherproof solder connections. See, what did these say these are? These are all 10. 12 to 10. Yeah, gonna be another yellow. We're gonna have to just get a whole pack of yellows here. Oh, it's blue, it says. 16 to 14, really? That's the funniest 16 to 14 I've ever seen. So these are super awesome. You know, so you solder them in and the solder melts in there, and then each side seals, makes it a waterproof connection. Yeah, I can never do that. So what I always wind up doing is just melting the whole plastic thing. So I usually cut a length of heat shrink tubing and throw it in there with it. Plain. Now watch. Watch how I completely obliterate this. See, here's my piece. Here, let's get it down a little bit more. I'm sure it's fine. But look at that. I actually didn't melt it off there for once. In the immortal words of Han Solo, what an interesting smell I've discovered. We want to do a little bit bigger. I mean, this is like the same exact size. Because you never want, you know, cable like this to rub. You don't want to pass it through metal parts on sheer metal surfaces or sharp metal surfaces. So we'll go and get a little grommet. Voila! What was I doing again? I inadvertently planned that correctly because the fuse box is on the driver's side. Coincidentally, where I placed the horn. Coincidentally, where the solenoid is. Coincidentally, where this needs to go. So, yeah. Alright, so what we're doing here now is we have to find a 10 amp fuse. We got ourselves a fuse tab. So, we got our handy dandy fuse tab. So we gotta find something 10 amp-ish that's ignitioned. Really don't want to kill my truck for an airhorn and come out and hey, all the batteries are dead because you had some kind of parasitic draw on something that you shouldn't have plugged it into. Let's see. Headlamp washer, if my truck was so fancy. So, I'm in my handy dandy zip tie. Throw that over there. Right. Okay. This is the most janky thing I've ever made. But I have to have it because it's already got a fuse in line with it. So I have to find a way to plug it in much more permanent to the fuse block. Fuse block. Okay. Looks right now. Okay. We will. That's interesting. I turned the rate of frost on and it's not coming on. Now it is. Let's go test. Took the cord of my door right to the leg meat. Alrighty. This part is covered up. Alrighty, so I think we're going to be ready to test. I got this. This is my horribly janky wiring. I didn't even scratch it off. Hopefully, you know, I just put a self-tapper right into the side of the body there. Probably not the best way to do this, but yeah, I want to give a test for you guys tonight. So let's charge the air compressor. See if the tank holds air. We'll go from there. Okay, not sure if you can hear me over the truck and the air compressor, so, you know, compressor's running. I don't hear any air leaks. And one little test, that's it. We're not going to blow my neighbors out of here. We'll give it a good test in the next video. Right now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.